So my name is Craig Ashton-Chalmers. I am the global lead for CRM and marketing technology for Freshfields Bruckhaus Deringer. Anybody know who Freshfields is? Big law firm. So we are a corporate law firm. We have 17 jurisdictions over the world, 30 offices, and we have about 2,500 partners in the firm, lawyers. So I'm here today to talk to you about customer centricity. I am Scottish. I am sorry you've not got subtitles, but hopefully I'm going slow enough for you to hear me. So I'm going to start with some fun facts just to break you into the day. But did you know that every continent on the world starts and ends with the same letter? Who knew that? No one. And did you know that the bulletproof vest was invented by a pizza delivery guy when he got shot twice on the job? Who knew? And lastly, over the last 2 years since we started with Salesforce, we use customer centricity and IntroHive to deliver a 97% delivery rate on every email that we send out. Most people, including my CMO, when I told her that stat, said that's a lie, but it's very, very true. And we've held that for about 6 months so far by using the power of IntroHive and other tools within the Salesforce platform. So I'm going to take you a bit through a journey of where we got to and why we use the customer centricity model rather than product centric. So previously to us having Salesforce IntroHive, we had about 18 different systems, all completely separate, convoluted processes. They didn't talk to each other. The data that you could get out of it was never consistent. You couldn't get the same metric twice, no matter how many times you were looking for it. It was very unreliable. And every insight that we were trying to deliver to someone would get one metric and someone else would get another one. It was never going to be consistent. Since we moved into the Salesforce and the MarTech stack that we have, we've now got a 360-degree view of everything that we do with our clients. It's a fully single source of the truth. We have all of the different systems from our practice management, our finance, our HR. Every one of them feeds into Salesforce, so we only have one record per customer. We've got reliable data, firm-wide, globally consistent, and we deliver dynamic and predictive insights now. Rather than just being very reactive, we can actually say what's about to happen in the market and get in there quite early. So we use this, the empower to find opportunities. So we have to empower our people to make sure that they can find the opportunities that they need, rather than just reacting to the opportunities that come into the business as they do. So collaborate to win. Obviously, winning work is everything that we want to do. Everybody wants to put up their profit. And again, we have to collaborate to do that. One partner might be very good at their job, but they have to collaborate with a team in order to do that. And we also see this with systems as well. So within our marketing technology stack, we chose IntroHive prior to Salesforce. And genuinely, the reason for that was I absolutely knew that starting a new CRM system with bad data is never good. So we used IntroHive to harness the power of the information that we had within the business, to clean it, to make sure that when we bought the CRM system, everything that went in there was going to be perfectly clean. And this is why we have a 97% delivery rate now. But using IntroHive together with Salesforce, together with Tableau CRM or CRM Analytics, whatever it's called today, to harness the analytics, to look at what we are trying to use IntroHive for now is a bit more white space analysis. Looking at the relationships that we have already, understanding the clients that we work with, but then looking at those clients and saying, right, okay, we work with you in Asia, we work with you in the US, but we're not doing it in Europe. So how do we get into there? How do we harness the relationships that we have in the business to try and get in and change that, to get new work, to get new practice areas, etc. So this is what we use Salesforce, IntroHive, and also the analytics system to tell us predictive analytics of where we should be going in the right direction. The last one I've got here is deliver to grow. We have to deliver the best service in order to grow our business. Law firms are very samey now. Everybody does the same law. Law doesn't change. It's how you deliver it, how you deal with the customers, how you service them, that makes it makes it useful. Legal firms nowadays, or normal companies nowadays, have got general counsels within the business that are very competent. So why do they have to come to a premium firm? It's to get the better service, to make sure that you're getting that straight away. So I've got a difference on here about where we were, which is a bit more product centric. And a lot of companies are very product centric. They buy a product to do a service, and where we went to with customer centricity. So being product centric, obviously you can read these on screen, but you've got cold introductions, incoherent preparation. Everyone is very different and how they think that their relationships need to be built. Very reliant on their own intuition. And don't get me wrong, intuition's good, especially when you've been with a business for a long time. You're going to rely on your intuition, but not when it comes to opportunity spotting. You're not going to get that. You need the marketplace for that. Being very reactive to requirements, speculative targeting, and then it's really transactional at best. You're doing the work and that's kind of it. When it finishes, you move on. That's not customer centricity. Moving into where we are now, obviously we've got the happy. Relationship-led introductions. We know who our relationships are. We know how to get into that, obviously harnessing through the power of IntroHive. We have automated pre-discovery. We can tell the partner as they are going to a meeting, this is everything that you need to know. 15 minutes before the meeting happens, they get an email to say, this is the meetings we've had, this is the latest activity, this is what you need to know before you go and speak to them. There's nothing worse than a partner going in unprepared to a meeting that they've had a conversation the week before and the partner that's going to see them didn't know that. So we make sure that they're prepared. Insight-driven outreach, proactive with the client needs, completely data-driven targeting rather than automation or speculative, and it's a bit more consultative with loyalty. So when you deliver that good service, you've got the loyalty coming back for you. This is the optimum customer life cycle, and I'm sure every single person in here has seen an infinity cycle before, which is literally just a loop. If you're actually honest with yourself, you are never going to want to go back on the loop and start a new client relationship again. Every time you get a new client, there is always a trigger point. That trigger point could be social media, it could be LinkedIn post, it could be an email that you've sent out, it could be an event that someone's attending for the first time. That's your trigger point. But through all of this is the new client. You've got awareness through your campaigns, through everything that they're talking to you about. Once they've got awareness, they may interact with you, Google Analytics, all of the bits that you need to know. And when you start getting engagement, that's where it moves into the traditional life cycle. You never want to come back here. If you're back here, you've lost your client. Once you move out of this, you've got the relationship, and this is where it moves into when you have the relationship. It can jump between these, whether it's a lead, an opportunity, or we call it pitches and mandates, the work that we do. But once you're in that life cycle, you never really want to go back. As soon as you get in here, you want to stay. If you end up in an end state in this life cycle, again, your relationship needs to get reactivated. So moving into this life cycle is where you build the mandates, you build the experience with the client. That breeds the loyalty. They understand what you can do with your workload. But yeah, I thought I'd put this on screen because it's actually quite interesting when you look at it. Lastly, it's just around our journey. I'm going to open up to questions in a moment, but the journey with Freshfields, we are one of the major law firms in the world. We chose Salesforce as our platform of choice, underpinned by IntroHive. It is the engine for our business. But Freshfields has gone under an unprecedented change with CRM and marketing technology over the last 3 years. We choose the best-in-class products to make sure that we're delivering the best-in-class service to our clients. Client management and experience within the legal industry is again, it's very samey with law firms. You have to be at the forefront. You have to be delivering something different than everybody else. One reason why we chose Salesforce is because no other law firms had it. No other major law firms had it. They use interaction, another product. Why be the same? Break the mold. And we continue it even to this day. So one of my team is sat on the rows behind you here who deals with our support and our technology. So we deliver benefits every single day using Salesforce. We continuously improve it to better serve the clients as well. But some of the metrics on here, so we've got 100% of our partners on Salesforce. 100% of them. 58% of our total firm is on Salesforce using IntroHive. With IntroHive, since we've had that product, 97% of our emails that get sent from marketing are delivered. Only 3% chance that it's not going to get to the right person. 83,000 contacts have been cleansed by IntroHive. So I don't know if you know much about IntroHive, but as you get a contact, if they move business, if they move their job title, IntroHive will tell you that information. It scrapes the information from your email to make sure you know as it happens that there's been a job change. And 180,000 contacts are managed every single day within Salesforce. So yeah, this is our journey. It's been a pleasure talking to you. If you've got any questions, please let me know and I can answer them here. Also, you can go on the Salesforce app and you can do a feedback thing if you really want to. Thank you.